Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update, and this update is for the morning of Tuesday, the 12th of November, 2024. You wouldn't know it's the 12th of November in Chicago. We're still in the 60s. It's hard to believe. Often we get snow flurries by October, the end of October. I remember as a kid, we'd actually have snow on the ground. So world is very different. I mean, you can go outside right now, long sleeve t-shirt and be comfortable. Metal markets. Gold trying, I think, against the 2697 level, which is the 18-week moving average of closes, to find its support. That doesn't mean it's ready to go back up. Markets that crash this much need to build a base to move from again. The first question is, where does it stop going down? The question that we have in the stock market is it's getting frothy. No question about it. By any metric you look at, that is the case. I realize the market has built in the Trump win and what this means going forward, but at the end of the day, some of the metrics still come into play. Getting a bounce in all of the energy markets today. I don't know that it's anything more than a bounce. I saw the Saudis today came out and they lowered their projected demand for oil by about 100,000 barrels a day going into the end of the year, and 100,000 barrels a day in all of 2025 from the prior projections. If you look at bonds and notes, you just keep adding yield all the way through. And that's the part that's got me questioning at what point and at what numbers does the stock market start realizing what's going on at that sector. In the grain market, well, after the big break yesterday, probably a day of stability trying to set in. You can see in the dollar index, you're still up another 35 points and taking this euro down very close to breaking the 106 level and putting a 105 number in front of it. We had just talked about that possibility. When you look at today's news, let's go over here. NFIB U.S. Small Business Optimism Index for October was up 2 points from September at 93.7 versus 91.5. And suddenly, U.S. retail sales have no fives in front of the numbers. And that's, to me, very important. That's the first time we've seen that happen in a bit of a while. So when we come back to the markets, the big question, and it is a question, you had a huge rally in some of the indices yesterday. Those that had those big gains, will they give them back today? Tuesday reversal day. Big decline day in some of the metals where you get a bounce. I don't really see that happening much in copper until we get China deciding to really bite the bullet and do something. Speaking of China, did you look at the appointees that are now being mentioned that are coming up as early as today? Mario Rubio, Nome out of South Dakota. She'll be in the highlight. A lot of hawks. So if I'm Iran, if I'm China, if I'm Russia, I'm taking notice of how this administration is loading it up and how hawkish this administration is. So this is not going to be one of these governments for 4 years that, yeah, come on, it's sort of like the Biden. We'll keep sending Anthony Blinken to get nothing done at these meetings in the Mideast. This is going to be different. I promise you, under Biden, Rubio would not be making that many meetings. I mean, there's a point where you say, I can't get anything done, as finally Qatar threw in the towel there as well. So keep your eye on all this, but also keep your eye on the fact that Russia is mounting 50,000 troops to retake that region that Ukraine took from them. All of this is going to happen before January 20th by design, so that they don't have to worry about what President Trump's administration will do with long-term missiles. And that has got to be on Russia's mind, giving up something to end this before those missiles rain down on Moscow itself. So a lot of things you have to think about in the market. I'm thinking about them. I will talk to you at the end of the day with our market reviews. Thanks for watching.